Waking up at dawn with the tools in my hand, grease on my fingers, got a job to plan. Engine roaring loud like a ska band tonight. Got my
What is up, cheapskates? How you doing, guys? Godzilla fell. Oh no. Can you say hi, buddy? Huh? Huh? Can you say hi? Huh? Huh? We're not feeling good today. He's got his friend Godzilla and his friend Jack, whose head is backwards. So he's got his friends with him. He's 2 months old now, guys. I feel fucking old already. And Jackass dog. Ignore that. We're gonna get fall cleaning, rearranging, you know, blah blah blah. Just ignore the mess. Anyways, so what I wanted to chit chat with you all about is the old slut outside. Yeah, let's talk about that thing. So, I've been bouncing around ideas in my head. And, you know I talked about maybe de-raking it. Oh, never mind. I talked about maybe de-raking it. I talked about Springer in it, maybe Chopper in it, maybe putting it on air ride. And I think I've finally kind of figured out what I'm going to do with it. But I'm going to hear it, you know, now, here in just like 10 seconds. Ugh, not sorry for that. I am gonna show you guys some of the some TikToks and some videos, and TikTok videos and some pictures and shit of, you know, like ideas that I had, and I'm gonna be like, you know, and I'm gonna say, you know, be like, you know, tell you guys, you know. So one of the clips is from a movie called Wild Orchids. It's got Mickey Rourke in it, King of Cool. You know, every movie he rides a motorcycle and he owns the motorcycle. So, you know, Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man, which I own that movie. More than one way, digitally, physically. See if my movies. Voila. Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. I know I own a hard copy of it. So maybe up there. He's sucking away on that binky. Be time to feed him soon. Let's see here. I know I have the actual hard copy of it. Hancock. Homefront. Highlander. I own a hard copy of it. I know I do. And it might have just been in, you know, it got mixed up somewhere. It might be in the gay boy's room and the couple of boxes that are in his closet of movies still. Guys, if y'all are wondering why I own all this crap, like all this crap, it is because I lived like 5 years without internet. You okay, mister? Here, have your binky back. There you go. And I might actually own it on Blu-ray too, though. I know I have a copy of it. I just don't know where it is. These are supposed to be in alphabetical order. Ended up not being fully. Yes, it kind of irks me. we'll have to go through and I will have to fix that. Well, anyways, this movie Wild Orchids. I don't remember the premise of the movie. I know that, you know, Mickey Rourke is one of the main characters. His character is one of the main characters. And I don't remember exactly. And I'm not going to Google it right now. So in the movie he has a Springer. And it doesn't look factory because, you know, it's got drag pipes on it. It's got a bobbed fender. It's got like 20-inch apes on it. I mean, blah, 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 you know. So we're going to play that clip now. Okay, so now we're back. So, with that, guys see the bike, kind of get an idea. It's not very good. I see if I can find another clip of it, you know, or two, you know. I mean, anyways, I like the bike, you know, but my thought is a little different on what to do with it. I'm thinking, this is, you know, we're going to play a couple more clips real quick before I really tell you what I'm thinking, show you some pictures and shit, tell you what I'm really thinking, but I'm getting a lot of inspiration from that bike and a couple of other things. My son is stirring, so we'll play those now. And we're back. Sorry, I had to deal with him. I love him too much. Anyways, so you kind of seen like the pictures and whatnot, TikTok videos, and I've been getting inspired, and like I really would like to do a D-Rake. I would, but it would honestly be cheaper for me to just buy a frame, find a motor, transmission, yada yada yada. So we're completely scrapping the D-Rake idea. So first stage of the plan is obviously we're going to get it back to running right, get the bottom end rebuilt, get back to running right, update the clutch, yada yada yada. That is a #1 priority. And we'll probably pick up some parts and change some parts, you know, throughout the year, you know. Just start buying parts really and stockpiling them. So stage 2, you know, in the clip, okay, so let's talk about the Wild Orchid clip real quick. So 20-inch shapes, maybe 22s, Springer, 21-inch front tire, narrow tire though. That's where I'm a little different. It's like I think if memory serves, it's like a 110, or not a 110. It's like a 90. It's a real skinny front tire. Not super skinny, but it's a skinny front tire. So it's like a wide glide style front tire. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, blacked out front end just like that one. 20-inch, not 22, 18 to 20. Haven't quite decided yet, but 18 to 20. 23-inch by 3-inch wide front wheel, which I can still get a fender on it, because I'm going to use the TC Bros moto, you know. You find a Harley, a true factory Harley Springer, it's going to run you $2,000 just with the Springer. So we'll get the full that, and we're going to modernize it a little. We're going to go with the lights, obviously, that I want. I'm going to go with, you know, 2-finger, you know, shorty levers. I'm going to go with the ducktail fender, as seen in the photo that I posted with that clip. But we're also going to go with a 2-up style seat. I'm torn on the bags. Like, part of me wants to redo the bags that are on the bike, but also part of me kind of wants to put FXRP style bags on it. So I haven't decided yet. We're going to do 2-into-1, whether that's an Ultima or if I can find one, a Thunderheader, yada yada yada. We're going to go 6-gallon tanks. So it's Fat Bob tanks, so obviously they're split tanks. I could get a 7-gallon single bob, but I'm going to stick with the splits. I'm going to go with the 6-gallon set. We're going to get a full dash. We're going to keep it standard Springer in the front, but we are going to go air ride in the rear, not full drop air ride. But we are going to go air ride in the rear. I'm going to get a 30-inch sissy bar, twisted steel sissy bar, black. I'm going to dechrome this thing. I'm a little torn, and I haven't decided yet on this either, but part of me wants to go 2-inch belts drive on the side. Another part of me is like, no, go with just a black primary cover, save the 2-inch belt drive for like a chopper, you know, or like the D-rake. So kind of torn there. We are going to go with a modern light, LED. I haven't figured out exactly which light I want to use, but we are going to do that. I'm going to go 5 3/4 LED, black, standard, you know, not mustache, but just standard crash bar. Unless I can find one that's like the stunt style, that's straight out. If I can find one like that, that's what we'll go with. We are going to put LED lights on it instead of having the auxiliary lights, which standard come on my bike, which I got rid of that. Mostly because when I bought the bike, it would have been wrecked, and one side was broke. So we got rid of those. I do have pods still, but I think I'm saving those for something else. Wheels, I'm really thinking 8-spoke invaders. I'm really thinking that, or DNA wheels, heavy spoke. Gonna black out the motor as much as we can. Eventually there'll be a 6-speed transmission in it. Probably end up swapping to chain drive in time. New controls, new hand controls. Like I said, 2-finger. I haven't decided if we're gonna swap to like a Moto Gadget or keep it factory style. Probably keep it factory style, honestly, on those controls. This is really about it, honestly. Like, I just kind of want to give you guys a little, update on what's going on with it since the last, build video and the last update video where I was like, it died. It still lives. Last video I posted, y'all see me start it up. It still runs. It's just, it's got a fun bearing and you can hear it, and I don't like running it very long because of that. So we're just, taking, I need to get cover for it, another cover for it, and cover it up if I can't take it to the old lady's grandma's like I did last winter, which I don't think see why she'd be mad about it. So I'm just waiting to hear back. But that's kind of where I'm at. That's the plan. That's the long-term plan. Once the truck is sold, we'll be pulling the motor, pulling the bottom end, breaking the whole top end apart again, and I will drop the bottom end to get broke down and rebuilt, and I will order a new gasket kit, complete motor gasket kit for the 30 overhead gasket. That's what I need because I have high domes in it. Thing has so much. You can watch, like, normally you see it kind of go like this, but on mine it goes like this. It dips so hard. And I was talking to a buddy about, my idea, and he's like, man, why don't you just put an air shock in the front too, and it, make it full air ride. So a Springer with air ride would be pretty fucking cool, front and rear air ride. So I'm gonna have to do some research on how to do that. But for the most part, that is the general idea of what we're going to do to the Slut. I'm still deciding on paint, and I know I got to get the frame fixed too. And there's going to be a lot of nickel and dime bullshit, really, between, floorboards, foot pegs, for the old lady, she wants floorboards or footboards, however you want to say it, and I want new ones. So I found a set that I like, a couple sets that I like. So there's that. New derby cover, new points cover, inspection cover, full blown, primary cover, nose cone. When we pull this motor apart, I'm going to buy most of those parts, so that way I don't have to buy any more fucking gaskets. Do that all at once. And I really like one. If I don't go belt drive, we're going to go Indian Larry points cover, and then we're going to do a custom laser engraved derby cover and inspection cover. The inspection cover will say will probably say don't fucking die. My reminder to myself. The custom inspection cover, or not inspection cover, derby cover, will probably be the Cheapside Lifestyle logo. Custom air cleaner too, custom stealth style air cleaner, and I might just suck it up because I want to put a electron carburetor on it. If I can find one that's used, that's still in good working order for a couple $100, I'd probably buy that, get the Mikuni adapter for it, and then get the stealth air cleaner for it, because there's all sorts of companies out there that make air cleaner covers for it, and you can get a blank one and I can get it laser engraved, or I can buy the Indian Larry one. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but that is kind of the general gist and the idea of what's going to happen to the Slut. I mean, paint, it's going to go purple, probably some red in it too. The original plan was to do Voodoo Violet Purple as the main and the frame, and then do the panels or scallops or whatever in red. I don't think we're going to go that route. I think we're going to do a color changing frame and then go Voodoo Violet on the main color, and then probably turquoise or like a really dark turquoise, something of that color group. Yeah, and I think it's just gonna look really good. The only remaining chrome that will be on the bike will be the oil tank. Let's just get that out of the way. The oil tank is staying. It is stickered out. It's going to continue to get stickered out between my friends' businesses, YouTube channels, blah, blah, blah. So that will stay just like it is. Probably get it pinstriped before we clear it. You know, something to go around the panels or whatever. Do a little like Von Dutch style on the rear fender, and maybe at the bottom of the front fender, and that'd probably be it. And like I said, she's gonna be a lot of nickel and dime stuff after that. A little this, a little that, a little here, a little there, and yeah, it'll eventually be done. Fingers crossed. And somewhere in the mix of doing that, we're gonna build a CB chopper, a couple 2-3 CB choppers actually. We'll talk about that in a later video. XX650 or 2, maybe a KZ1000 chopper, I haven't decided. Definitely going to do a couple of 2-3 Triumphs. Going to get a newer bike, get like a touring bike. And at some point, and I know this has nothing to do with the Slut update, but at some point we are going to get a Trans-Op. I have decided that we are going to throw money down on a Trans-Op, and it might be spend next year gathering all the projects up, you know, or when we move to another house. If we don't buy this house, then hopefully the next place has a garage. You know, maybe the next place will be a rent-to-own with a garage, which I'm cool with that. And I, you know, spend a year gathering all the projects and as much of the parts for the projects as I can. And then we're gonna go and throw money down on a Trans-Op. I want an adventure bike. I've decided on the Trans-Op. It's a good ground for me. I didn't mind the V-Strom. I have rode the V-Strom. I didn't mind it, and I have rode the CF Moto Aventura, however you pronounce it. So not bad bikes, and I might go with the Aventura just because it's cheaper for now, just until, you know, maybe put a year or two on it, turn around, trade it in on Trans-Op, or maybe even an Africa Twin. But that's where we're at on that. So a lot of builds coming, a lot of things going to be coming, a lot of more adventures. Going to do some fishing and shit, hunting here in a few weeks. Hopefully I can get my new camera ordered and some of the stuff that I need for it, because it's going to go with us when we go hunting. So anyways, you guys have a good night. Peace.
Waking up at dawn with the tools in my hand, grease on my fingers, got a job to plan. Engine roaring loud like a ska band tonight. Got my buddies around, everything feels right. We're dancing in the shadows, fixing what's broken with laughter and